What if Kakarot was in Vegeta's crew? I talked about this, I believe, in a previous video. Hopefully I remember to link it. Sometimes I don't, but it should be in the end screen at the end of the video, so stay tuned and stay around till the end. Kakarot and Vegeta's crew obviously changes the entire landscape of Dragon Ball, because as I mentioned in my previous video, and I'll just reinforce it here, Kakarot and Vegeta have been Earth's protectors for most of at least Dragon Ball Z's existence and onward, but if you take Vegeta out of the situation, okay, you're back to essentially what? Early Dragon Ball Z and the pre-Dragon Ball, as far as Goku being your main protagonist. When you take Goku and Vegeta both out of that situation, who is Earth's defender? Gohan? Obviously, maybe, but like, you know, fans seem to rely on Gohan one minute and then say that they don't think he'd be capable of actually defending the Earth the next. So I guess it depends on who you ask. Kakarot and Vegeta's crew going about Universe 7 on those raids, being a part of Frieza's army as well. Keep that in mind. Kakarot is a loyal soldier of Frieza's force, okay? And that's a huge thing because, gosh, you see how much that helped Vegeta until Vegeta was able to break away. And Vegeta was smart. I wholeheartedly believe he did use Frieza's force and the resources to his advantage. Let's be honest, Vegeta would never be enslaved to anyone, no matter who is in charge, Frieza's father or not. So I do believe, whether people say it's retcon or not, I think it makes sense for his character that he would join with the Frieza force, not expecting to stay there for the rest of his life, but literally using it for as long as he feels it's useful until he can break away and actually challenge Frieza himself. He's the Prince of Saiyans, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He would never subjugate himself to just being a submissive for the rest of his Saiyan life. That would never be the case. So him and Kakarot going around Universe 7, I mean, gosh, I don't know if I don't know how soon Frieza starts to get paranoid, if that even happens. If Kakarot and Vegeta are able to stay under the radar, they're able to keep their missions low key, do exactly what Frieza and his, his higher ups say, don't obviously cause any issues, and then at some point Kakarot or Vegeta, most likely Vegeta, maybe Kakarot, maybe he's a little bit more confident in suggesting this idea. You could see that, right? Imagine Bardock, but a Bardock that, well, all versions of Bardock hate Frieza, but imagine a Bardock that was capable of actually taking the fight to Frieza in some way, similar to how Vegeta was at least able to be there until he wasn't, right? Bardock couldn't even stand a chance against anything. So I think there's a difference in their strength levels. Kakarot with Vegeta, he might suggest the idea, hey, Vegeta, maybe we should go ahead and take Frieza out. He's not that strong. Well, you know, like, we'll go ahead and take him out when he's not expecting. I mean, like I said, you have to take yourself out of what you've watched in the original Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super, and you have to think, Kakarot being in Vegeta's crew, it's a completely different dynamic. He's an antagonist, no longer a protagonist, so everything about his character, his framework, his personality, his mindset, his ambitions change, and I think that's what would make this so interesting. And my goodness, like, could you imagine how soon Planet Namek happens? Does it happen or not? Maybe the encounter occurs somewhere else. Does it occur on Frieza's spaceship? Does it occur on planet Vegeta before, you know, its destruction? I mean, probably not, because Vegeta, Raditz were still children at that age, right? I mean, relatively, you know, a couple years older than Kakarot. Nappa, I think, was what, probably 18 or at least fully grown. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts or any ideas how you think that would go, if you share my same thoughts and sentiments, or if you see it playing out a little bit differently based off of variables I maybe forgot to mention. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take it from there. As always, appreciate your love, support on the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And like I said, I'll be having some stories and some really deep what ifs coming here soon. So hopefully you guys will be staying tuned for that. Appreciate love and support. Cannot say that enough. As always, stay tough, stay strong, stay in the fight.